Hey Ginger, look at us, road trip.
I know, and we're in the same place at the same time.
Doesn't happen very often, but we're at Buffalo Thunder today at the Red Sage restaurant.
Yeah, and today I'm going to be cooking with executive chef Mike Esper in the Red Sage, and I am so excited because these recipes, some of my favorites.
And I always get to try the food after you're done cooking, so this is really great.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah.
But you get to do something else that's fun. You're going to do a tour of the restaurant with Chris,
who's the food and beverage manager. Let's go do that right now. Have you experienced New Mexico's largest casino and hotel yet? If not, it's time to head to Buffalo Thunder Resort and Casino just north of Santa Fe. And while you're there, the Red Sage restaurant is a must-stop for one of the finest dining experiences in all of northern New Mexico. Red Sage draws from Native American, European, and Latin ingredients and influences to create a modern cuisine that is a symphonic homage to the West's many cultural traditions.
Well, I love Red Sage. I like the different kinds of entrees you can choose from, and especially the wine listing that goes with them. The service is excellent, and I've never been disappointed with the food.
An exemplary wine list and imaginative cocktails will complement your meal at the Red Sage at Buffalo Thunder, a simply remarkable dining experience. Enjoy the entire resort and a night out at Red Sage. It's worth the drive. Well, here we are inside Red Sage, and I'm with Chris Inman, who happens to be the food and beverage director here at Buffalo Thunder Resort. And that's a lot bigger job than just the Red Sage restaurant, isn't it?
Absolutely. We have 395 guest rooms, 66,000 square feet of meeting space, so we can host a group from 12 to 1,200. There's a 16,000 square foot spa, 27 holes of golf, and of course, a 61,000 square foot Las Vegas style casino with 1,200 slots and 18 table games.
It's an absolutely incredible place. If you haven't been to Buffalo Thunder, you really need to come up for a day, for a weekend, for a week.
Absolutely.
Lord only knows there's enough to do to keep you busy. Let's talk a little bit about the restaurant itself. This is really a great restaurant, and I've heard people say this is the best restaurant between Santa Fe and Espanola.
Well, thank you. I agree. It's a terrific Southwestern steakhouse. We have great local flavors, and certainly all the kinds of flavors and tastes you'd expect to see in Santa Fe.
And that's part of the local flavors. And I also understand, too, that the beef that you use here is actually grown in New Mexico, right?
Correct. We only serve New Mexican beef. We also use Colorado lamb, so we try to be local where possible.
Well, we have some fantastic food in front of us today. But before we talk about that, I want to talk a little bit about the ambiance of the restaurant. I was looking at the wine collection you have. I'd like to have this at home.
Absolutely. I have a great wine list, and so you'll see, some of your traditional favorites, but also some things that are a little more unique to New Mexico. We feature wines from the Gruet Winery, of course, but then we try to have some treasures that are kind of from around the globe. I mean, if I were coming to dinner, I would certainly steer toward maybe the Penfolds Grange Shiraz, but I'd make quite an evening of it. So,
well, let's talk a little bit more about the food. In front of us tonight, we have a Chilean sea bass. I like sea bass. I've never seen sea bass as big as this is.
Absolutely. Well, we don't want anyone to leave hungry. So it's a beautiful cut of fish. It's herb crusted and served with a little pinon rice and kind of a take on calabasitas.
Chris, tell us about the other two dishes that we have.
Sure. We have a duck tamale that's served with a pomegranate and plum sauce.
A little bit of an
orange.
Upscale take on the normal New Mexico tamale.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's certainly a twist with some of the seasonal flavors of plum and pomegranate and great duck.
It looks fantastic. And I understand this is the boar.
It is. It's our wild boar, and wow, it's an experience not to be missed.
Well, it's fantastic, and I know that our audience is really looking forward to having Ginger get together with Mike and do some cooking. So when we come back, we're going to head to the kitchen. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. I am with Mike Esper, executive chef here at Red Sage at Buffalo Thunder. And you have a really great recipe to share with us today, a New Mexico favorite with your own twist.
Absolutely. We're going to do my twist on a tamale. So we're going to do a Asian 5-spice duck tamale with a pomegranate plum sauce and a little tangerine compote.
Yummy. Okay, tell me about the ingredients. They're laid out over here.
So we're going to have a boneless, skinless duck breast, a little salt and pepper, some garlic and some thyme that we're going to use to cook the duck with. And then we have our masa ingredients that we'll use, which is the masa harina, a blend of duck fat and pork fat.
Okay.
And sesame seeds and some chicken stock.
Great, let's get started.
All right.
So these are the duck breasts.
These are the duck breasts.
They look a little different from chicken breast. I have to be honest, I've never seen a raw duck breast.
Yeah, a little bit more fatty.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a nice layer on top that helps seal in the flavor as you cook it.
And you're doing something to help with that process as well.
Well, I'm scoring it because the fat is a little bit thick, and so if you don't score it before you cook it, sometimes it prevents it from cooking all the way through.
Ah, chef trick.
Chef trick.
All right.
So we're going to season it, a little kosher salt, a little pepper.
Simple seasonings.
Simple.
It gets complicated later, watch out.
Yes, a little bit. All right, so we're going to put this into the duck fat that we have over here.
All right. Duck fat. Wait, duck fat?
Duck fat.
Where do you get duck fat from?
Well, you get it at the duck fat store.
Oh, of course, the duck fat store, okay.
So we're going to put it in here. We're going to take a couple of cloves of garlic.
And those are whole cloves?
Whole cloves. So don't be shy.
Are you frying the duck breast right now?
No, it's more like a poaching, but you're going to cook it right in the duck fat. So it's a slow cook. Throw some thyme in there.
Okay.
Wait, everybody wake up. So it'll slow cook in there for about an hour. About an hour. It'll fall apart tender.
Wow. Beautiful. So an hour.
About an hour.
Our show's not that long.
Okay, great. I've got some already ready that I'm going to need your help with.
I'll help.
So let's go over here. Some confit duck. Just need you to shred that up for me. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get the masa going.
Okay, he's putting me to work. I can do that. Shred this up. I do this all the time at my house.
Yeah,
all the time.
It's good for kids. Kids.
Really?
Yeah.
A good job for kids. Is that
good
why
job
I got
for
it?
kids. Absolutely.
Great.
So we're going to throw our.
Go ahead. You're
throw my
making
masa harina in here. Throw some sesame seeds. I'm going to take some of that duck fat with a little lard in there. Put that in there.
So I made tamales with just lard, but you make them with the duck fat. Does that provide more flavor?
Well, it provides more flavor, and I feel like we kind of blend the two ingredients together, and you can't really go wrong with duck fat or pork fat.
Yeah. Mike, I have to tell you, this restaurant is absolutely gorgeous. The ambiance here, the fires, the panoramic view, I mean, your beautiful patio. Red Sage is beautiful.
Right behind you, grab a spoon. Just going to mix this up.
I heard that you were going to do something different with the duck fat.
Well, different, yes. We're going to on our current menu, we have some French fries that we're actually going to fry in duck fat. So,
have you sampled those French fries?
Absolutely.
Is it yummy?
It's delicious. Really, I don't know that there's anything bad you can cook with duck fat. It's delicious.
I need to get a duck fat store where I live, I think.
I think you do.
I think I do too. And this recipe, as all the recipes on our show, can be found on southwesthotchefs.com.
So, the duck fat is available at your local butcher store, at your local market. You can also go to your specialty markets and get both lard and duck fat.
I've never tried to get it. Do you just go up to the butcher and say, "Can I get
absolutely
a pound of duck?" How much would you get? Half pound or quarter pound?
As much as you feel you need. So I generally buy it by the truckload.
So you could share. I could stop by and say, "Hey, Mike, come here, me."
You could share. It's like in the wintertime, you share a quart of wood. You can share a quart of duck fat.
Are you going to share your quart of duck fat with me?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You're a good man, Mike.
All right. So it looks like we're about ready to put this tamale together.
Okay, I've done my part. Do I take the bones?
Take the bones.
Okay. And the fat?
Leave it in there.
Leave the duck fat, right on, okay. What's next?
So we're gonna take a little 5-spice demi-glace.
Okay.
Put
what
it
are
in.
the 5 spices? Are you gonna tell us?
The 5 spices are clove, garlic, star anise, ginger, and Szechuan pepper.
So all Asian, not all, but like an Asian combination of things.
Absolutely.
Can I start with my hands?
Go right ahead.
Right.
You already look messy, so
Yeah, well.
hands will work.
You know how to charm a girl, Mike.
Looks like we've got all our ingredients together.
Great, then when you rejoin us, we will put all these ingredients together into a delicious twist on the tamale. We're back at Red Sage inside Buffalo Thunder, and we have shredded the pork, and we're about to make tamales. Mike Esber is going to show me how. What's our next step?
Next steps, we're going to take the masa. We're going to put it in our banana leaves.
Okay. Do I get to make one?
You do. I'm going to make one, and then we're going to see if you're up to the challenge.
Up to the challenge.
To the challenge.
I think I'm up to the challenge.
All right, perfect.
Okay. Oh, you're not gonna dish out my masa.
Oh,
I'm on
no.
my own. I'm gonna watch you first.
You're going to watch me first. All right. Take a little bit of the shredded duck.
While you're doing that, I want you to tell me about this beautiful wood stove behind me.
So that beautiful wood stove is one of the implements that we use for the current menu that we have, with some seasonal flatbread pizzas, some of our desserts, and a few other menu items that we cook in there on a nightly basis.
And these tamales are on your new menu as well.
They are.
I bet you wish you had me here to make these tamales for you.
I do.
See that technique?
I was told you were some form of an expert on tamales.
I'm kind of a tamale savant
Okay.
in some circles.
In some circles?
Yeah.
So you're going to fold it up almost like a...
I didn't watch you.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it old school style,
All right,
like
go
it's
for
Christmas
it.
Eve at my house.
Okay, perfect.
How am I doing? Should I
You're
put
doing great.
A little more on top?
You're good. Actually, when you fold it over, it'll be great.
Okay. I'm used to not banana peel, but white corn husks.
So the further south you go, in Central America, they use banana leaves more than corn husks. One more fold.
Mine's kind of coming out.
That's okay.
Okay.
Messy's not a bad thing.
All right.
And the banana leaves also, for me, kind of blend the Asian that we're throwing in with the dish.
It goes with it.
Absolutely.
All right, what do we do next with our...
Now we're going to steam them.
All right, now we're going to steam them. Let's go. Mine's really kind of fat, and yours is skinny and little and cute.
So yours will take a little bit longer to cook. That's fine. Just throw them right in here. Fortunately, I've got some already going.
Is that chef or you did it wrong?
No. We'll just call it your creative flair.
My creative flair.
Your creative
I'll
flair.
take that. All right, what else have we got going here?
So what we got going is we're going to do a tangerine compote with some star anise in it. We've got our sauce that is going to be going with it, a plum pomegranate sauce.
Yummy.
So there's a little pomegranate vinegar, a little plum sauce, a little demi-glace in it. We've got that heated up.
Okay.
So we're going to take that off the stove. We'll go ahead and put our pan over here, get that going for the compote.
So we've got a sauce and a compote. Tell me about the ingredients for the compote.
So we're going to have butter, just unsalted butter. We're going to have a little bit of that.
And all of these ingredients, as well as the steps to make this recipe, can be found on southwesthotchefs.com.
Put some brown sugar in there.
So you've got the savory, the sweet.
Savory, sweet. Get that going. And then we're going to take our tangerines, throw those in.
Citrusy.
Citrusy.
Love all the flavors you have going on here.
A little salt, pepper, and some star anise.
Now that's not an ingredient you see used in a lot of things. Is that what flavor does the star anise have?
It's an anise flavor. It's also in the Chinese 5 spice. It's one of those ingredients. So kind of blending the sauce and the duck in with this just kind of ties the whole dish together.
I can't wait to eat it.
All right. Well, think we're about ready to plate this dish up.
Let's do it.
All right.
Are you going to have
Great.
some too?
Absolutely.
All right.
We'll grab these tamales and head over for the plating.
So you had some made already. We're not going to get to see the one I made. We moved on to my favorite part of the show. That's where I get to taste the food.
Awesome. Well, let's get it plated.
All right.
So, go ahead.
Now, this banana leaf is, you take it off and serve it that way? Or
Absolutely. It's easier for the guests to get to. We have a nice fresh banana leaf that we use as a garnish. And so we wanted to take it out of there, get it plated on there, take a little bit of our compote. I have a little dried tangerines that can put with our compote. Take a little bit of the sauce, drizzle a little bit over the tamale, put a little bit on the plate.
Art. And the best part?
Dig in.
This is not...
You get the honors.
Okay, this is not the way I've seen tamales done before, but looks so much yummier. That duck flavor is outstanding. Oh my goodness. And the duck fat with the, instead of lard, with the masa.
Absolutely.
Nothing like it. I think I am not worthy of this recipe because I don't have the palate to appreciate all of the flavors going on in here. It's outstanding. I'm gonna mix it with the compote. The orange would really complement it well.
Absolutely. Duck and orange, classic combinations.
You have outdone me, Mike. That's not saying much. You've outdone many people. Me every day of the week, but oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Glad you enjoyed it.
I have, thank you. Wow.
The only thing I would say about Buffalo Thunder, if you come here, stay here for a couple days and really enjoy the atmosphere of Santa Fe.
Well, Mike, it's always great fun for us to come up to Buffalo Thunder Resort and spend time with you here at Red Sage, and it was a lot of fun watching you two work together. You learned a lot, didn't you?
I did. I learned a lot about pinching salt and pepper, and I learned that I love the food here.
And I had a great time and want to make sure I invite everyone to come out to Red Sage for dinner.
You'll love it, we promise.
And please join us next week for another delicious episode of Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants.
Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is brought to you in part by Heritage Hotels and Resorts, your somewhere special. Robin West, an independent stylist for Stella & Dot Jewelry. Via Miriam Coffee, the official coffee of Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants. And Builder Source Appliance Galleries, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces, and El Paso. Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is produced by Cliff Dweller Productions. Thanks, Frank.